Welcome to our comprehensive breakdown of the 2026 midterm elections. Every 2 years, the American political landscape undergoes a seismic shift, but the 2026 cycle is particularly significant. As the midpoint of the current presidential term, these elections serve as a crucial referendum on the administration's policies and the nation's direction. We are looking at a high-stakes environment where the balance of power in Washington, D.C. could flip in an instant. This video will explore the numbers, the key battlegrounds, and the issues that will define the next 2 years of American governance. Understanding these dynamics is essential for every informed citizen as we approach one of the most consequential midterm cycles in recent history.
In the House of Representatives, the stakes could not be higher. All 435 seats are up for grabs, and with the current margins of power being razor-thin, every single district matters. Historically, the party in the White House faces an uphill battle during the midterms, often losing seats to the opposition. We will be watching closely as candidates focus on local issues that resonate with their constituents, while also aligning with national party platforms. The ability to control the legislative agenda, from budget appropriations to federal oversight, hinges on which party can secure the 218 seats required for a majority. This is the ultimate ground game, where turnout and narrow margins determine the future of the House.
Turning our attention to the Senate, approximately 33 or 34 seats will be contested in 2026. Unlike the House, where every seat is up, the Senate's staggered 6-year terms mean only about 1/3 of the chamber faces election. This cycle features several key incumbents in battleground states like Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Wisconsin, where the margin of victory is often less than a few percentage points. The Senate holds the unique power to confirm federal judges and cabinet members, making this race vital for the long-term judicial and executive trajectory of the country. We will analyze the map to see which party has more seats to defend and where the opportunities for pickups lie.
History is a powerful teacher in American politics. Traditionally, the president's party loses seats in the midterm elections. Since the Civil War, the sitting president's party has lost an average of 26 seats in the House and 4 seats in the Senate. This phenomenon, often called the midterm backslide, occurs as the opposition party is typically more motivated and voters use the election to express dissatisfaction with the status quo. However, recent cycles have shown that this trend is not an absolute rule. Factors like economic performance, Supreme Court rulings, and the quality of individual candidates can disrupt these historical patterns, making 2026 a year where history could either repeat itself or be defied.
For the average voter, the economy is almost always the top priority. In 2026, candidates will be judged on the pocketbook issues: inflation, gas prices, and the strength of the job market. If the Consumer Price Index shows rising costs, the incumbent party often bears the brunt of voter frustration. Conversely, low unemployment rates and steady GDP growth can provide a shield for those in power. We will look at how different regions of the country are experiencing economic shifts, from the manufacturing hubs in the Midwest to the tech sectors on the coasts. How voters perceive their own financial stability when they enter the voting booth will be a primary driver of the final tally.
Beyond the economy, major policy debates will shape the 2026 narrative. Issues such as healthcare access, reproductive rights, and immigration reform remain deeply polarizing and highly motivating for base voters. We are seeing a trend where social issues can drive turnout just as much as economic ones. Immigration, particularly regarding border security and paths to citizenship, continues to be a central theme in many congressional districts. Furthermore, debates over foreign policy and America's role in global conflicts will influence how voters view the leadership capabilities of their representatives. Candidates will have to navigate these complex topics carefully to appeal to both their loyal base and the crucial independent voters in the middle.
The 2026 elections are also influenced by the long-term effects of redistricting and shifting demographics. As populations move from the Rust Belt to the Sun Belt, the political identity of various states is in flux. Changes in the makeup of the electorate, including the rising influence of Gen Z and millennial voters, are altering which issues take center stage.
Additionally, the way district lines are drawn after each census can create safe seats or highly competitive swing districts. We will analyze how these demographic changes in states like Arizona, Texas, and North Carolina could redefine what it means to be a battleground state in 2026 and beyond. This is the structural foundation upon which the entire election is built.
As we conclude our look at the 2026 midterms, it is clear that the results will set the stage for the 2028 presidential election. A shift in congressional control could lead to legislative gridlock or a flurry of new policy initiatives. More importantly, it will signal the mood of the American electorate and determine which party has the momentum heading into the next 4-year cycle. Voter turnout will be the ultimate deciding factor. Whether you are a student of politics or a concerned citizen, staying informed is the first step toward active participation. The 2026 midterms are not just about who wins a seat today, but about the vision for America's tomorrow. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth analysis.